good. All right. So tonight's call is going to be all about Summit, how you register, how you pick your track. So Carrie, Jen, and I are each going to cover a few topics, and I'm sure everybody's going to have a few questions along the way. So we'll kind of try to go through it fast. So maybe if there's some questions, we can answer those at the end. So first things first is there might be some people on this call or that watch this recording later that are maybe still on the wait list. And make sure you know that those wait list invitations, a lot of them have gone out the past 2 weeks. So make sure you check the email that you not only registered with, but you check the spam folder and make sure you didn't get invited off the wait list already, because I think you do have a time frame that you have to scoop up that registration before they go ahead and give that to somebody else, because the wait list is pretty big and they're going to be inviting more people off in the next couple weeks. So keep that in mind. So if you are going and you already have your ticket to Summit, if you haven't already gotten this, it's definitely probably in your spam folder. And the subject of this email is Important Summit 2016 information. You're going to need that email to register for your track on Monday, April 18th. So that's a week from today. And you need that email because at the bottom of the email, it tells you your coach ID if you didn't remember it. And then it also tells you your Summit registration confirmation number. And that's what you're going to need to register for your track. Because Beachbody is on a different time than us, more than likely that registration is probably going to open up later morning. I'm going to guess like maybe 11 or 12 o'clock our time, which is like 8 or 9 o'clock California out there time. So
I feel like it was noon last year.
Was it noon? Yeah.
I think so.
So what you're going to do is when you get that email, you're going to click on the big red banner that says click here to learn how to create your Summit experience. It's going to open up a PDF that is going to walk you through the process. Now, everybody's experience is going to be pretty similar, but then there's different speakers and a few different subject matters within each track. So basically, everybody goes to the same general sessions, but they are at different times. And then depending on your track, that will determine what time your general sessions are. And those will be held, what's the building across from the convention center called? Bridgestone Arena. Those are in like Bridgestone Arena, LP Field, that kind of thing. So what you're going to do is it's going to say step 1, choose your track, blue or silver. You only pick one. So you only pick blue track hall C or blue track hall D. You pick one. If you're a newer coach, you might not know yet who some of the presenters are. More or less, you should kind of look at the subject matter of each workshop and kind of pick from there. Because, the blue track has the information on supporting your spouse. While the silver track has more information on building your confidence, overcoming fears and doubts, yada, yada, yada. So you want to make sure you look through those and you get to pick one track, blue or silver, and then you pick either Hall C, Hall D, or Grand Ballroom. So what's going to happen when you get to Summit and you register that first day, you're going to get a wristband, and that's the hall you're going to stay in for those small breakout sessions. And the speakers are going to come towards you versus like 20,000 people trying to move around every hour. So the next thing is your general session and workshop times. That's on that next page. So that tells you if you pick blue track or silver track, where you're going to be each day. So the Friday schedule's on there, the Saturday schedule, because the Thursday schedule, the day we first get there, there's going to be a few workout options, and then there's going to be the big ceremony. So kind of keep that in mind that you do need to get there on Thursday, probably early afternoon or morning to start getting registered and getting.
Can you mute everybody?
You know what?
Can you mute everybody and then whenever we change speakers?
Yes.
Just a lot of background. Thanks.
Let me see here. Okay. So the next thing is to choose your workout. If you went to Summit last year, this is a little bit different because we only get one workout this year. So you get to pick one. So I think a lot of Beatnik and a lot of us are all going to try to choose the 2 p.m. Joel and Jericho workout that's at the Music City Center in Hall D. I know personally for me, my second option is going to be Tony Horton Hardcore that's at 5 o'clock. Keep in mind that if you choose one of those workouts on Friday, they are at 6 a.m. So if you are staying not close to downtown Nashville and you want to go back to your hotel and shower before, just kind of keep those time references in mind when you're booking your workout. So one workout, it's either on Thursday at 2 or 5 o'clock or on Friday at 6 a.m. There is, unfortunately, no Shaun T this year. I'm still pretty upset about that, but I think there's a lot going on. And then everybody's going to get to go to the super workout that's on Broadway that Saturday morning. That's 20 blocks long. There's so many people there. The last step is choose your extras. And I'm going to let Carrie hit on that in just a second. But the biggest things is to know maybe what your first and second choice is for your workout and your track's going to be, so that when you get on there next Monday, you can register and know your options quickly, because it's going to go fast. And I wouldn't be surprised if the website tries to crash or something crazy. So whoever wants to go next can go ahead and unmute themselves. You should have that option in your bottom left-hand corner. Who wants to go next? Carrie or Jen? Carrie. Okay, here, I'll unmute you. All right, go.
Okay, so the few things I'm going to talk about, one, Casey kind of hit on just a little bit, but not really. Transportation. So if you aren't staying downtown, like last year we stayed at Gaylord at Opryland. So they had shuttles, and it really wasn't that bad, but you have to really be prepared for the travel time, because it's not just 10 minutes. It's about at least 20-ish, and that's if you don't have to wait in line for to get on the shuttle. So like Casey said earlier, if you are deciding on Friday morning you want to do one of those workouts, but you also want to have time to come back to the hotel, shower and change and get your stuff before you go to the first workshops, then you better pick the early one, and you better get up and be ready to move. Because some of us, not me, but didn't make their workouts one time last year. And you don't want to miss out on that, because that's really a big part of it, is getting to do those, the workouts with the trainers. I mean, it is a big deal. So you also, you want to make sure you got enough time. And if you can do like a quick, what do they call it, horse bath, if you're going to do that, I mean, you can, but just be prepared and have stuff with you. So the shuttles are available, but like I said, you might sometimes have to wait in line if you're going at the certain hour. So just make sure to try to allot that time for yourself. Your other option, of course, is going to be Lyft and Uber, which when we were down there last time, they had like a special going on. If you signed up, for Uber, you got your first 3 rides that were less than $10 or something free. And they also had a Beachbody promo code that you could use too. So even a couple nights we stayed out a little bit later than what the shuttles would allow to take us back. So then we just looked up an Uber or a Lyft and got us back to our hotel that way. So just really be thinking about that. Like Gaylord wasn't horrible, but if that's where you are, make sure that you're prepared for some of that. Next off, I'm going to talk about food. So once again, if you are not staying somewhere close and you're, planning on being in the downtown area the entire time and you leave your hotel, try to pack some snacks first of all. I always had something on me. And then do really think about doing the prepaid food option. So that is an extra that you can add on whenever you are signing up for which track and which hall you're going to be. Then you can get a meal for each day. So for the Friday and the Saturday. And they make it really simple. You get a ticket whenever you actually, do your registration at once we get there. And then they just have it all set out, and you go to which table of the item that you chose that day. Once it was a chicken wrap or a chicken salad. I mean, the food, it was just like a little box lunch, but it was good and it was fast and it was right there and you didn't have to worry about it. your only other options around there. There are, like I think there's a Panera rather close and some other things, but it was really super hot last year, and to be walking around on the streets was pretty dreadful. They did have some food trucks out there a couple of days, but I know the lines for those were long, and I'm not really sure what they were offering. Probably a bunch of fried stuff, so I'm not really sure. So definitely think about choosing to get one of the box lunches for those both days. You go ahead and pay for it at your registration. And then also, like I said, make sure you have some snacks or something with you, because you sit there and you listen to speakers, and I got hungry. So that was just something I want to do. And third of all, pretty much the best part, one of the best parts I thought, was the core store. So if you don't know what the core store is, it is Beachbody's store for the coaches. You, of course, get your discount, and there is so much stuff. The place was humongous. New apparel that you've never seen. You wonder why they're having a sale right now, is to get rid of all the old stuff. They'll be having Country Heat there if you want to buy that. We bought size there last year. But really find a time when you're going to go, because the line for the core store is super long, 24/7. The hours of the core store are going to be on the Beachbody Summit app, and you will be able to find them then. One night we decided to go late at like 11:30 or 12, and we stand in line for at least a half an hour just to get in. So just really pick a time whenever you're going to go, and plan on being in there for a while. And if you're smart, you'll set yourself a cost limit, because I spent a little more than what I planned on it, but it was all worth it. But still, they've got all kinds of good stuff in there, everything you could want, prizes for your challengers, which also reminds me that as you're walking in or out, sometimes they will have free bins sitting outside of stuff you can grab. Last year we had agility ladders and stretch bands and things. You could grab 20 of them, stick them in your bag, and take them with you and take them home. So those are the three things I hit: transportation, food, core store. Done.
I forgot something. I meant to mention that whatever that you don't choose for the little mini breakout sessions that you choose in your track. So let's say you don't choose the talk with Danielle Natoni and Julie Valoris, which is probably going to be awesome. You're like really bummed about that. Don't worry, because it's going to be recorded. Every single lecture that happens at Summit is recorded for you to watch later, which is awesome. There's also a live feed that a lot of the coaches that don't end up being able to go, that they can watch a lot of the stuff like the opening and closing ceremonies. And then the other thing is, make sure you bring some kind of notebook to take notes, because I still flip back to that notebook that I took to Summit last year and pull out little things that I had completely forgot about that I kind of wanted to implement. So I think those were the only two things that I wanted to make sure you all knew, that they were recorded. So if you're bummed about missing one and choosing the other, don't worry about it. You can watch them when you get home during your power hour. All right, Jen, your turn.
Okay. Lastly, I just wanted to add about why you're going to Summit. Your reason should be you're going there for yourself. So I think the first time I went, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be there with my team. I'm going to see all of my uplines and everything. There are so many people there that you don't. Like, I don't even know how many times we even seen people from our team. Even we stayed in the same hotel. We stayed in Opryland as well, and Casey and them were in a different room. It's even hard to organize that together. You got 5 people trying to get ready here, 5 people trying to get ready here to meet, to go on the same bus or whatnot. And it was a little frustrating, I thought, because I'm a last minute kind of person, and I admit that. So me going to the 6 a.m. workout and catching a bus to get there or whatever, I didn't make it. So I'm determined to make it to everything this time. But whenever you go, you want to go for yourself. Like, we're all there individually to learn, to grow as leaders, to take all this information back to your team. So it's not about going and meeting up with all your friends, which it's awesome if we could have one night to have like a team dinner. I think Casey mentioned, get together and have a team dinner one night, which should be awesome. But we'd have to plan ahead because everything's booked. It would be great, but know that you're going there to grow as a leader. You're going to learn tons about coaching, tons about yourself. There's even one of the tracks about going supporting your spouse. So just know that you're not there. You're not there to meet and be with your team. It's really all about yourself, because you want to take every nugget you can back to your team and share the information with them so that they will want to come to Summit next year, which is probably not going to be in Nashville again. I think they change every 2 years. So who knows where it was in Vegas 2 years ago. So who knows where it'll be next time, but we should take advantage that it's so close. Hopefully a lot of us will be able to go. So just know that you're going for yourself, and don't have high expectations that you're going to meet everyone that you follow and your biggest role models in the Beachbody world, because you probably won't get to see them because there's millions of people. So there's that. Last thing I want to touch on is about where to stay. I know Casey and Carrie have their place where they're staying. I put in an offer. I don't know if they've accepted or however it works, VRBO, to rent a house, and it sleeps 6 people, and has 3 bathrooms. So I can fit 6 people for sure in mine. I know me and Megan Joy, my Success Club partner, we are staying there, and then I can take some others in there as well. And I'm pretty sure there's 2 other couches we can put people on, and I can bring a blow-up mattress. And I plan on getting there on Wednesday, going grocery shopping, filling the house up, because you'll live on protein bars, and that gets so old. It's disgusting. Like you go home and you're like, I never want to eat another protein bar again. So make sure we have fruit and peanut butter crackers, something, that'll fill you up, bananas, whatnot. And so we'll talk about who needs somewhere to stay. And if you're on the wait list, plan on going, because basically everyone gets off. So it's better to plan ahead and have all that set in stone. So hopefully I'll have a house. They have somewhere to stay, and we'll talk about meeting up for a dinner, hopefully team dinner one night. And I know Beatnik has, they want to have one night where we all get together and do a team picture. So that's always fun to do as well. And I'm excited.
You can get free stuff for your challengers.
Oh, yeah. I just thought of something. Shakeology bars. So the Shakeology bars are there, but they are, I don't know, we didn't use them. Casey and I didn't. Because they're expensive, one, and there's always a line there. So honestly, we brought our own stuff, shook it up either before or on the way there, because like if you forget it or if you left it at your hotel, okay, then you know it's going to be right there. You can have it for the day. But really, it wasn't like something that we felt we needed to hit every day to make sure we bought. So they do have them, but it's busy and it's expensive. And 2, back to what Jen said, you think you're not going to meet the people that you follow, but I had an opportunity to talk to Danielle and Tony, and I didn't do it, so I was really mad at myself, but I did talk to her at the Sean T thing in Indy, so that made up for it. But still, if you do see him, don't be scared to say hi. Like I was like, oh, she doesn't want to talk to me, but she probably would have been like, oh, hey, girl, or something like that. But anyway, all right, that's all I have to say.
Umi. Okay. One thing I do want to talk about, we were talking about the core store, how you go in, you're like, I'm going to spend $100, and it's like $500 later, you're like, ooh. So one thing about that is, remember, this is a business trip, and save all your receipts, and you can write this off. So like the food, your core store, because of course you're going to get stuff to give away as gifts to your challenge groups, challengers, coaches, whatever. So remember, save all your receipts because you can write it off.
Another thing we did last year, and I think Erica Massey was maybe the one that told me to do this, was that, you finally get in the store and you just want to like get everything. Well, 1, keep your eye out, because sometimes the celebrity trainers or the Shakeology dude's in there, Darren O'Lean, he's in there like hanging out, and you recognize him from the Shakeology podcast. So keep an eye out for people in there, because sometimes they just wander in, and no, it's not the cardboard cutout. It might actually be them. So if you hear some guy stuttering, can't speak English, Sagi might be behind you. I don't know. But second thing is what we did is we picked up everything that we wanted, like everything that we thought we might want, and we went over and like a couple children and sat on the floor with everything. It was like asking each other, do I really want this? And you're like, maybe. Okay, put it in this pile. And so you kind of go through, and by that time we could like weed out, and not make any crazy impulse decisions, even though we still did spend a little bit. The stuff that I got at Summit is stuff that I'd say like half of it I've never seen online, like the apparel and stuff. And then you're going to get free shipping, and then you get your discount right there and you get to walk away with it. So if it's getting close to Summit and you want like, Performance Line, or you want Shakeology Boost or something, you usually can get those there, which makes it really awesome. And then if you are thinking about getting certified in one of the programs, you'll get special access to like a trainer area and a trainer apparel. So just keep that in mind. And those trainings will be on Wednesday. So Pio, Turbo Kick, Insanity, Size. I'm probably forgetting one. I don't know if Country Heat will be there to get certified in yet. I mean, Carrie's going to get certified in Country Heat. Yeah, that's it. She can teach it at the studio sometime. So I guess I will unmute everybody and open it up to any questions that anybody has. It looks like we have about 6 minutes left, and then Zoom will cut us off. So I'm going to unmute you all for a minute, and then I'll kind of mute everybody back as other people ask questions. So. Go.
My stupid camera still isn't working. I wish you guys could see my beautiful face tonight.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Anybody have a question they want to ask, a concern, what should I do?
You guys did really good on hitting on a lot of last year was my first year, and I'm excited about going back. As far as the Shako bars, they were super expensive, but I'm curious to see what they're going to do different this year. Last year they had the additions of like the greens and the energy boost and things that you could get that I didn't necessarily have to buy it. I could try it before I bought it, so maybe they'll have something different. Maybe we can keep our eye out for that this year. Trainers, I'm a little depressed about the one workout. That's kind of sad. Have you guys looked at the workouts, and is it just Jericho, or is there lots of others?
You've got hold on, did I have to myself? Yeah, okay.
Not gonna be.
You've got workout wise, you've got Shalene Johnson for a Plyo or Turbo Kick. My recommendation though is if you have never done Turbo Kick, either do it on demand a few times before you go, or don't do it because you'll be frustrated the whole time. Turbo Kick is amazing, but it takes times to kind of get the move under control. So you've got Tony Gordon with hardcore. You've got Sagi. I'm going to be honest, Sagi's live workouts are the best. I love him, but nobody ever knows what they're doing, and he's kind of just like wanting everybody to yell beast. And I mean, he's great, but if you're trying to decide like between him and somebody else, you'll see him at the super workout on Broadway. But because we're not throwing around a bunch of weights, his live workouts just, in my opinion, aren't the best. I did Joe and Jericho on the cruise, and they are ridiculous. They're awesome. I can't wait to see whatever they come out with in the fall. So I would definitely say that's a workout to go to. And what else? So, yeah, Tony, hardcore. You've got Autumn does have a Country Heat. So if that's something you're interested in, you can either do Country Heat with her. You can do Chisel Agility. Or I think your other option, I think that's your only two options with her, actually. So
perfect. Thank you. That's awesome.
So, yeah. So you've got a few, but I highly recommend the Joe and Jericho workout because, they're going to be new and upcoming this fall. It's going to be nice to have a heads up on what the program is. And from what I took from it on the cruise, it was like a hit-based interval workout. And they have really good music. And Joel is really awesome. They both are, but I mean, it was just, I think they're going to be great to have on board a little more than they have been in the past. So.
Okay, cool. And Jen, if you need to fill room, you let me know. My girls are down.
I'll talk to you. I gotta get that, as soon as they tell me that I got the house, then start filling it up.
Okay.
Everybody.
All right.
All right, we have 2 minutes left. Anybody else have any questions or anything we can add? I'll unmute. No. Carrie,
everybody wear comfortable shoes.
Oh,
There's a lot of walking. Your heels, cute and all, but no.
And bring baby wipes. You're gonna want them in between, like.
What's that for? Hey, what's that for?
I said like the whore bath. I said the whore's bath.
Yeah, and you will see a little bit of everything. Don't freak out about I need to buy boots, I need to buy a hat, and I need to wear this. You will see everybody, and everybody is on their own journey.
I wore a romper. I wore that romper that night, and I wish I wouldn't have worn it.
The romper was cute.
I didn't like it.
So I guess the last thing I can think of is that there will be some parties you can earn to go to. One of them is like a team builder. You have to be a team builder and 2-star and above to go to that one. But the other one will be a Success Club party, which anybody can earn. So keep an eye out for that about a month before because they usually have some good food, drinks, and they had some country music star that was playing at it last year. So definitely something to work towards. Definitely something to work towards is hitting that next rank as a coach, but in that qualification period before Summit, because it's plastered all over your lanyard the whole weekend long. So
everybody that's going to Summit, and I do a $50 Visa gift card. I think Carrie won last year. So if you advance in rank, I'm going to get that. If you go Emerald, you get in once. Go Ruby, you get in twice. Go Diamond, you get in 3 times. 1-star, shoot, make that 4 times. But anyway, I'll do a drawing at Summit, and I'll give it to someone to spend in the core store because you know you need it. So, yay!
Oh, I didn't get you one. Sorry.
Actually, I haven't even gotten the thing that says we're getting ready to be kicked off. That's crazy. I'm sure it will be any second, though. All right. I think we covered everything. If anybody has any questions, I will have this video up by probably the morning because I got to write a paper or something.
Oh, yeah?
So I'll have it up on the morning on our team pages and make sure to share it with anybody who's going or has any questions. So thanks everybody for coming, and we will see you at Summit.
Bye.